welcome to another Sustainability Sunday video. This time actually on a Sunday, so snaps for us. But we're gonna just continue doing what we did last week. Continue going through our favorite sustainability swaps. So let's just jump right into it. I have some really cool ones today. Well, one really cool one that I'm excited to share. Last week I know we talked about shampoo bar soap, and this week it's obvious, but I just figured it was worth mentioning, and that is just bars of regular soap for your body too. And this, of course, you can buy from so many different places. I would recommend buying it from, you can buy local. There's a ton of local places, like where you are. I'm sure there's so many. Every place that I've ever lived in my life has had a lot of local soap, and I've actually seen it get into a lot of grocery stores now too, which is pretty cool. As far as like one of the grocery stores in town here, they will sell locally made, handmade bar soap at their store. But if you're not going to buy it from somewhere local, like near you, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's not everywhere like I think it is, I would recommend buying it from a company that you trust, maybe from Earth Hero or Thrive Market, maybe it's like a B certified corporation, something like that, just because the production of things does of course have an impact on the environment too, and sometimes the way that things are produced is just as harmful, if not more harmful, than the packaging that it comes in. And I know that a lot of handmade soaps tend to use like essential oils and stuff like that, which is not always a bad thing, but the extraction of essential oils a lot of the time, especially when it's like cheap, or less expensive I should say, is not being sourced in a super ethical or sustainable way. So it's just something to consider. One of my favorites would be Native. I think we maybe even talked about their bar soap before too, but I talk a lot about their deodorant. They would be a great one to buy from if you weren't really sure where to start and couldn't find a company that you liked or a local place or something like that. But let's move on to our next one. Speaking of deodorant, I know we talked about the Native deodorant, which is my personal favorite. I love the compostable packaging that it comes in, and I don't need to refill it. But there are some other, more sustainable, eco-friendly options for deodorant other than the compostable packaging one. There are so many that come in like a refill bottle like this. I have not actually tried this, so I'm not going to speak to how I like it or anything like that. This was actually a gift that somebody had given to me. But I think the way it works is that this inside part with the deodorant, it's refillable. So you keep this outside part. Once this is used up, you would buy a new replacement to go in it. Two things right off the top though that I just want to say about this one, and this is just this particular one. I have not tried other refillable ones, so I think there's some that come in just in like aluminum packaging, which is good because that outside aluminum thing, if you ever did go to recycle it, it would be more easy to recycle if it were aluminum, and I think aluminum might be a little easier to clean too. I don't know. But I'm seeing, first of all, I think this outside thing is plastic. It comes with a plastic cover over the top here, and it looks like the bottom of the plastic refill, or the bottom of the refill thing is also plastic. So I would probably not continue to use this one, but I did just want to mention it because this is probably still a more eco-friendly swap than buying regular plastic packaged deodorant that's disposable, you throw it away every single time. This is still more eco-friendly than that. So if you really didn't like Native or compostable packaging but were looking for an alternative, this is still going to be better than buying the traditional single-use stick of deodorant. And there are so many that are similar to this that are probably a little bit different, maybe don't have those pieces of plastic in there that I just talked about. So I just bring it up so you just have another option, something else to consider. Now the one that I'm really excited about is a company called Cabinet, and they are trying to reduce the waste that comes from over-the-counter like drugs and medicine, like acetaminophen, Tylenol, ibuprofen, different cold allergy medications, stuff like that. So you basically buy, they stack really well. I thought that they were magnetic. They're not. As you can see, I almost just dropped them all. But they do stack really well. This is glass, which pros and cons, but I do like the glass more than the plastic. And then you're keeping your stuff in a glass container instead of a plastic container, which is a whole other topic about microplastics that we're not going to get into right now. But basically you buy these once and then you keep these forever, and then you buy the refills, which are in compostable packaging, and obviously you just put it back in there. But these come with this little magnet type thing that you can put in there, and it just has all of the information on it, like what it is, the instructions on how to take it. It does have a QR code if you wanted to scan it to like learn more, but it also has like the little paper thing with all of the information as well. It's not very big, it's not really much. There's a lot, it's everything that is on here that needs to be on here is on here, whereas like on a regular bottle that you may buy over the counter, it has all the same information, it just is on like a way bigger wasteful piece of paper or sticker or whatever. Yeah, and I just love these. I think it's so cute. I don't know, maybe cute's not the right word, but they are so aesthetically pleasing. It's so much better than all of the, like, having 10s plus bottles under the cabinet of just all these different medications, and all those bottles, they're just hard to recycle. You can recycle them, but as we all know, a lot of stuff doesn't actually get recycled. So I think this is a great option, something to consider. You may not be comfortable with it, I don't know, but it's just something to consider and look into, because it is totally safe and healthy and fine, and a way more sustainable option than the alternative. And I will say too, it has, my camera does not autofocus for me when I move, so I'm not going to zoom in. Maybe I'll take another clip and edit it over so you can see it a little bit better. But it does also have on here like allergy relief, pain relief, cold and flu, what it is, you know, inside, as well as on the top. These are just the 3 that I have. You could replace, like, I think they have just about everything that you would maybe need for over the counter. I just have the nasal decongestant, the pain reliever and fever reducer, but I should say I have acetaminophen, like a regular diphenhydramine allergy relief, and then phenylephrine, just a regular nasal decongestant, which is what they all are, in case you're wondering. But that is all I have for the products I wanted to talk about today. Next, we will talk about our little action, and it is not anything, a lot of people probably do it, but they probably don't do it in the name of sustainability, and that is, I only wash my hair maybe once or twice a week, and I know a lot of people do that, and that's not uncommon because it's generally better for your hair, but it has a huge sustainability impact too, because we obviously use water when we take showers, and for me anyway, if I don't wash my hair, I'm in and out of the shower, I mean, less than 5 minutes. Like, it is very fast. I can clean, do everything else I need to do in a very short amount of time, use a lot less water. Whereas when I have to wash my hair, I'm in there for a lot longer. I have to use more water to rinse everything out. So it saves water, but it also saves product, you know? Like, a bottle of shampoo lasts me like too long because I hardly ever wash my hair. I shouldn't even say bottle because I haven't been using bottles in a while, but it lasts me a while. So it also saves in that regard, so you're buying less, saving money, and because you're buying less, the demand is there less, so hopefully that will be produced less. So just something to think about. There are a lot of benefits for your hair, of course, to wash it less, and then all of the sustainability ones. So maybe if you are somebody who washes their hair a lot, just something to consider, something to try out. I know some people's hair is different, gets greasy or whatever. I'm not here to try and tell you how to train your hair so you can wash it less. That's probably a different different search on YouTube than this video, but just something to consider. And that is all that I have for this Sustainability Sunday video today. I hope that you are inspired to maybe try a different product that you haven't tried before, but please do remember to first use the thing that you already have. That is the most sustainable thing you can do. If you want to go try a bar of shampoo and you have a bottle of shampoo already at home, use the bottle first, because just throwing that bottle away that's perfectly good and has all the perfectly fine contents is wasteful. So these are again just meant to be swaps for the next time that you go to replace something that you need to replace, like soap. Instead of buying a bottle when you run out, consider buying a bar. And until next time.